Hello and welcome back. Today I have a ham dual bonder and the brand is Retevis. It's the RT95 and it is a little small box. Usually you would find this mobile dual bonder more or less this size. This is an old Icon. It's not a dual bonder but just for size measure. And this one is this size. It's a lot smaller. And but it still has 25 watts. It has three settings, I think 5, 15 and 25, both on 2 meters and on 70 centimeters. It has a color display, which is pretty cool. And well, I'm already here with the Marconi and with the spectrum analyzer. We see how clean it is. I want to play a little bit with software and see what it can do. Yeah, size-wise, it's a huge difference to this standard size, and also to the back. And it has a color display, which I must say I like. I think it is also dual monitor. Yeah, and it comes with the microphone. Here are not too many buttons. Most of them are multifunction. So this is the first function. This is the second function. And because there are not too many buttons, you have a lot of buttons on the microphone. You can change the AB. And of course you can just start typing the frequency if you want. And it works like that. Pretty simple. Up, down for the memory channels. Push to talk. And if somehow you think it's better to mount it upside down because somehow because the sound of the speaker or whatever you want, why you want that, you can just turn the display around and then it is the right way up, and then you can just mount it upside down. That's smart. It doesn't have a ventilator, so it's not very noisy. The whole body is the heatsink. Oh, and it has all the standard features that you expect, at least the standard features for nowadays. So you have repeater shifts up and down. You can just adjust if you want it differently. So it's not only the standard -600 or the +1.6. You can just adjust it exactly how you want. It has different type of squells. It has the normal carrier squells, of course. It has the analog squells, like the sub audio. And it is also the digital type of that. So it has 3 types of squells, which is pretty nice. The one thing you need to get very used to is that the volume and the squells button you have to select first. Because there are not too many buttons on this radio, you need to type first what you want. So if I now want the volume, I need to type first volume and then I turn the knob. Because by default, it does the frequency if you are on VFO, or it does the memory if you are in the memory settings. So now I want squells. I need to turn, push, volume, and of course the beep we need to switch off in the menu. But once you get used to it, it is okay. Only I probably would have preferred that the volume button was always by default and not the VFO or the memory channel. So let's do a little power test. I'm just on 145, just in the middle of the 2 meters. Go to double function power. It is in medium, high, low. So let's do that, and it is 4.4 watts. That's good. It is still 13.3 volts. 13.9, that's a bit high, but we try to get the power. Medium power. It is 13.7, almost 14 watts. They said it would be 15, so that's close enough. It starts already to become a little bit hot. High power, and that is 22 watts. Okay, almost the power that they promise. AB. Let's try the same here. Low power on 70 centimeters, also in the middle of the band. 4.3. Medium power 14.1. Not bad. High power 21.2. Almost the 25 they promised. Well, the difference is not that much. Okay, what about the reception? RX is TX. Go to receive level. Carrier coils works very nicely low. Not bad. Yeah, I'm not doing a C-nut, but yeah, 0.15. Yeah, well, doing the same on 70 centimeters. Sensitivity is a little bit less. I would say 0.2. And the scrolls opens also a little bit later. Yeah, so the 2 meters is a bit more sensitive. I want to play a little bit with that sub audio squelch. So if I go to the receive test, I hear now the sound, and it is, I can put it loud. Let me get the volume down. Now, if you go further down than 1, instead of going to 0, it goes to full power. That is silly. That is silly. So we put the squelch. Wait. Function, the CTD, and the CTD for receiving I put to CTC, so that's the analog one. Push, and I put it to 88.5. Yes, why not? Okay, so it is set up. We don't hear now the receiving because I need to put first 88.5, and if I put the monitor button, I can hear. Put the sound on again. So the signal is there. Now I try to send the sub audio tone. That is sub audio was 88.5 hertz. Send tone. Here we go. It opens. So the sub audio works pretty nice. Well, if we can receive the sub audio like I did here, tones, sub audio 88.5, then I should also be able to transmit it. So how we do that? We go again to the function middle, CTD, R CTD is CTC, and the transmit is now off. We can put it to analog or to digital. Well, we put it to the analog, and we do it again to 88.5. Okay, so now I should also be transmitting that sub audio tone. Let me put the power down because it will get a little bit hot. Yeah. We don't see it now, but if I put my low pass here, we can see here that it modulates with 88.5. I was just playing a little bit with the menu also, and You can choose where you want your audio from. If you want it from the main speaker or the external one, that is the same, of course. If you plug it in, it goes. But you can also do it through the microphone or to both. Okay, I have it on the spectrum analyzer. Nice peak. Let's go to the measure menu and let's see the harmonics. That is very clean. The second one is more than -60, -80, -90 on the 70 centimeters. Okay, 2 meters. Measure harmonics. Yeah, it's about the same. More than -60, -80, -90, -95. Not bad. Pretty good suppression. I noticed it even at Fox, and I saw that when I was programming with Chirp, because it is Chirp compatible. And if I put on the Fox, it is now on. Hello. Here it goes. It starts. Hello. It starts transmitting. Fox off. Okay, it does get very hot, and I'm transmitting now on low power. What doesn't help, it's like 32 Celsius now in my lab. That probably also doesn't help, so I'm gonna switch some things off. So basic functions work. Sub audio is easy to set up, and let's see how it programs. So Retevis was so kind to provide me with a programming cable also. I'm on the Retevis website. Apparently there is a 60% off, so yes, you can use that. But let's see if we go to analog radios. Then I want the 95. Here it is, the EU version. That is correct. And well, yeah, we have all the specifications. We quickly went through that, and here we have the support. We have the firmware and the software. This is probably the driver for the cable, and we have the 95 or the 95 Fox. I think I have the Fox, so let's download that. Export thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. Close this first. Device manager. Add the cable. I don't think I need a driver. I have so many drivers already. Okay, it's probably 15. Yeah, it was port 15. Okay, remember 15. We Alright, program read from radio. Yes, it works. Okay, the read is complete. Function setup, display mode, frequency or channel or name, VFO. You can set, you can put your call sign when you switch it on. I'm gonna do that. That is fun. Oh, it goes backwards. Oh, not now. It is weird. Okay. Key assignment. for the big keys and for the second function of the big keys. And then also we have here on the microphone. It doesn't say, but this is the microphone. What else we have? DTMF. Oh, apparently we can do that also. 5-tone, it can even do the SWI. Yeah, cool. Like in the old taxis. Oh, maybe I can load all the. I think I have somewhere. File. Can I import? Maybe I prefer chirp better. Download radio. Retevis, where are you? And it was a 95. Fox. Yes, it's reading. Papa Echo 1, Oscar November Sierra, goeiedag.
Oscar November Sierra hoorde ik, geloof ik.
Ja, hoi, goedemiddag. Ik bedoel even een klein testje. Ik heb even een nieuw klein dualbandetje heb ik hier al. Een Retevis TR95. Dus ik was benieuwd hoe dit te nemen was.
Hij klinkt ook klein, maar wel fijn.
Hartstikke goed, hè? Hey, dankjewel, geniet van het mooie weer.
Hetzelfde, goodbye, bye bye.
So I just put a little antenna right here, and we have a repeater nearby. Well, nearby I think it's about 15-20 kilometers, and I could actually open a repeater, and I had a little conversation, and yeah, it was all in Dutch, but they said that the sound was good. I have a little bit of a concern about the temperature because it does get very hot. Well, very hot. Let me check. It's now already 32.5 here, so that also doesn't help, of course. But it gets 45 degrees Celsius, and for the Fahrenheit people, that is 113. So that is pretty warm. But it doesn't seem to get much warmer. Yes, of course, if you do a lot of transmitting more, but for normal use, it's 45. Yeah, it is a little bit on the hot side. Well, I found that the software is a little bit limited. It is very basic. You type in your frequency, but you really need to do one by one. I didn't find an import option, and that would be great if it is there, that you can import or export through CSV file. But I use now Chirp for that, so I could use import it there, and I put now all the repeaters in for 2 meters and 70 centimeters from the Netherlands, and they are very, very loud. So the reception is very good. And because of its small size, I was able to find another spot there. I will probably just leave it there. I still had space there, and yeah, that's because of its size. Perfect. All in all, pretty nice little radio. Reception is quite good. Audio also. Aside from that, it gets a little bit warm. I think you get well worth your money because it's around 100 euros, dollars, almost the same now. And you get a proper dual band, and it works. It almost does the 25 watts. Audio is good. This one has Fox. That was a surprise. I didn't know that. And yeah, 3 types of squells, carrier squells, sub-audio squells in the digital form of that. And yeah, I just worked on a repeater, no problem. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.